Hello, it's your boy Alice Juggernaut Army here, and today we're going to be playing some Shindo Life. And today we're going to be doing a top 5 elements list. I will admit, I tried to get that bloodline that I mentioned in the last video, but it's just not working. I tried 1,000 and something spins, and it just didn't work out for your boys, so I don't really get that. Anyway, now I'm going to the number 5. This is in order, by the way, so 1 being the best, 5 being the least best. So the first one is actually going to be Flame, guys. Now the reason why I think that's in this list, I mean there is like 1 or 2 moves that can do decent damage or transformed. I do think it's not the best move to go for in comparison to some of the other elements. So I mean that is quite bad, that's only 30k right there. Here for example, it's okay, but in transform and 10 tails, you know. Surprisingly, I think up a lot of other things while I'm using it, but hey, it's whatever now. That does the same damage. I'm making sure it's an individual target so nothing's, confused. Hey, this one is probably, fucking terrible. Is it a crappier version of the Shindo Rengoku's flame move? That's pretty much what it is. Like the really bad version. Now this one is probably the best damage move it actually has. Now well, man, that's pretty fucking strong for what it is. Nearly 100k damage. But still, it's not really the best at tracking compared to the other ones. Last one here. 75k damage. Once again, not bad, but then again, there is better ideas for elements here. Alright, next one is Shock. Now the reason why I put it as 4th place is purely because there's a lot more useful moves out there than just 1 or 2. Then they're not that best at tracking anyway. I wasn't in 4 and 2, so it wasn't at its peak, but it wouldn't be a much of a difference. So anyway, the first move is this one. Alright, moves, alright. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst, that's for sure. This is the next one. I'm doing this in order, by the way, with these. These are really good for starting point. This is why I'm recommending these. This is why I'm doing an elemental video, because you're usually going to have some of these elements. This is the 3rd move. Fast as fuck, boy. The next move would be this one. I actually need these up. You have to actually close into your target and shank them. Let's see. Alright, now this is an actual area effect. Providing it works, it doesn't always work, mind you. So this actually can attack multiple things at once, but the thing is, it doesn't always work, so bear that in mind to use that move. Last move is actually this one, which is actually a decent move. 75k. Once again, it doesn't have the same damage as the flame, but it's just there's a lot more versatile moves that you could use, you know? That's my opinion anyway. Alright, so names for these elements, let me de-transform first actually, before I do that. There's Shock Style Stream. I think I've lost in Shock Style over again. Blast. Senbon, I think. You've got Electro Control. Thunder Rain. And Dragon Ball. Now these are on order, so from the first to the last here. Alright, now the next one is Yang. So let's go over the moves first. So we have Sword, Dark Style, Sword Blaze, Sword Flash, Sword Breaker, Sword Bash, Sword Blaze, and Raging Slice. So starting from the top up, which in my opinion is the best move out of all of them in my opinion. Now these can actually home on your target, which is why I'm giving it the 3rd place, and generally most of the moves actually do. The majority of them actually give you a genjutsu on these people and slow them down. So PvP, this would actually be better for you. There you go, see the genjutsu in this one there, 63k, and it'll slow them down so you can actually attack them with that. You got this one here. I will admit, that one's a shit move, but it does once again give a genjutsu. It's not as strong as the other one, but it's there. Okay, I use that terribly, but... Oh, fuck. Okay, well, we'll use that move after the other. I kind of forgot that one. Now you dual wield these and you slice and dice. 63k and it's fast. Next one here is actually dual wield. It gives again juice and it does actually probably the most elemental damage of all the other elements. But once again, it's not actually the easiest move to hit. So, but if you can't hit all of them, then it's good. Bosses though, you probably struggle. Alright, so let's try that Y button again and not mess it up. Hopefully. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, so I had this one at 48k. That could be inaccurate, but it does roughly that. But this is why I'm putting Yang in third place, because it does most damage, but they're just a little more annoying to hit. Some of them. Overall, fun elemental move I can actually use. It's a reskin of the Yin. But some people argue Yang is better than Yin, so it doesn't really matter to me, so I'll do that one. Alright, the next one is Acid. I'm putting this in second place, just purely because of the stun effect they can have on players. Now I don't think somebody's actually working on a log. I don't know which ones or which do that, I forgot. This one is not the greatest for log, but this can actually hurt players if you're inside, so this will do extra damage overall. The second move is this one here, just do this just in case. Now, not the greatest move, once again, inside of it. Oh, but that's a little laggy. Oh, it's not going there. This move used to be a lot more overpowered, but it actually does, once again, a damage and effect on players. Now, this one is probably the strongest part of it. Jesus Christ! Okay, 140k, I took that back. This has got the most damaging one of them all. You have to focus on this one, but I believe they actually sped that up. But the closer you are, the better, because see, the further you are, you have to control the sharks, and you cannot attack while you're doing that. Just to put an example out there, because it's nearly ready, I'm going to show again. So from here, you have to actually wait. But the further you are, and if you're flying as well, it affects as well. But overall, great damage if you can actually get them all to hit. The Y button here, or I have no idea what happened there. We just go to the next one. Now this can knock them back, and once again, another effect. The effect is the main thing, in my opinion. I will admit, most of these are PvP. Now that is some decent damage, 96k damage right there. And a lot more controllable compared to the other one. I'll just have to fly shows on the other one. Yeah, I actually made this a bit better actually. This is actually faster than normal. I'll give it that. So if you get on the floor, it'll be like you get hit by like you kind of like a lava ground, but it's acid instead. So that's the reason why I put it in second place for acid. But once that's actually debatable in play style. In my opinion, it would be second place. Alright, and the final one, and top number one, which I've been using in the other videos, is combustion. But only mainly two moves, because it's just they track well and they do great damage and are quick. Anyway, I'll show the rest of them, because it wouldn't be a showcase otherwise. It's kind of like the flame move, so this one's nothing special. I think it's like either the same or a bit better. I don't know which one, you guys can decide that one. Next one is this one. It is kind of like flame, but not all of them. So you got that, which is another 70k. It's basically, it's like that, but more damaging, that's it. The third move, 84k, not bad, or 85 if you want, you know, it's basically 85. The Y one right here. Is it the Y one? No, it's not. Wait, is it? I don't know, that 92k right there, that was not half bad. Now you've got the other one here, which is one of the main ones I use here. It does less damage than the other one, but I think it's just easier to hit. Now the last one was just the most damage, I think. Yeah, definitely. In fact, I'm not sure actually. Compare that to the Y one. Let's hit that again. Okay, they're both the same damage, but I think the other one is easier to hit because it tracks. The reason I like combustion so much is some of them track, they do a lot of damage, low cooldown, and overall just, in my opinion, the best element in the game so far. At least from what I've used anyway. Sorry guys for lack of uploads. I've actually was struggling for ideas there, but I kind of got one there. And I think I'll be getting more Shindo codes as well, just to get, you know, that out there. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Bye bye.